Hello, my loves. I'm so delighted to be here with you today. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this amazing live stream that I have prepared for you today. I've been looking forward to this live stream so much. Let me just make sure that I can share this in my group because it's going to be so fire that everybody needs to know. So if you're joining live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say replay. I am going to share this in my group to make sure everybody gets access. So fun. And if you want to share this with your friends who are coaches, if you really want to have this message be shared with the people that really need to hear it, please do so. Just go share and just let everybody in your world be part of this experience. So what we're going to be talking about today is the 4 stages, the 4-stage ascension path to become a premium coach. And this is so important because I have worked with so many coaches over the last 5 to 6 years. And every single person has different archetype, but depending where they're at in their businesses. And what happens is, there's so much broad information in the online space that you start taking advice that maybe doesn't apply to you. And what I want to do today is really help you see at what stage in your business are you at, what kind of coach are you, and then what are the mistakes you might be making, and then what is the remedy to help you ascend to the next stage, because not all advice applies to you. Not all of the advice in the internet is the right thing to do for you. And so what is being really helpful for me is to identify these stages and help my clients based on where they're at. Okay, so let me make sure that this has been shared in the group. This is good. We got this. It's working. Amazing. And then please also share your questions in the comments. I have it opened up here because this is time to coach also, okay? So let me just make sure that I got it up here. Why isn't it letting me? Okay. Hold on. I just want to make sure I have all your comments here. Okay, beautiful. I think I have visibility on the comments. So if you're watching, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, say #replay and I'll give you a shout out. And so let's talk about this. So here's the thing. I really want you to pinpoint at what stage you're in, and I'm going to give you the 4 stages, because a lot of people think I'm stuck in my coaching business because I need more eyes on my work, or I'm stuck because I don't know if I should charge more right now, if I should do a group right now. Everybody has some kind of layer of being stuck. And so identifying yourself in these 4 archetypes is really going to give you the freedom to know what am I meant to be doing right now. So let's start with the first stage, okay? The first stage where most coaches begin is something that I call the invisible coach stage. The invisible coach basically is when you're not getting any clients yet, you're really struggling to get your first few clients. Nobody really knows that you're a coach. You feel a little bit afraid to even say that you're a coach because maybe you have thoughts about what are people gonna say. I just left my career, or my friends think that coaching is lame. And we just don't own up to our identity as a coach. Give me a 1 in the comments if you've ever been in this stage. I know for sure I was back in 2016. I really wanted to be a coach. I knew I was a coach in my heart, but I just didn't want to own up to even saying that I was a coach. Therefore, my clients couldn't find me. All because I had all these beliefs about how hard it was to just become a coach, like own myself as a coach. So you're uncomfortable talking about yourself as a coach. You're kind of wishy-washy. You're like, I help people. You sometimes have drama about even calling yourself a coach, right? Like, how many of you have ever had drama? You're like, I don't ever want to be called a coach. I just want to be like an advisor, a mentor, a consultant. And then you spend all this time trying to figure out the perfect title for then you feel good about it. And it's such a waste of time, you guys. I decided that being a coach was the best thing for me that I was going to own my identity as a coach, and I was going to let everybody else have their thoughts about it. But my truth is, I wanted to become a coach. And that whole invisible coach stage is because you're not owning yourself. You're not owning your desires. You're not even saying, I am a coach, I help people, let's go, right? So stage number one, that's something that might be happening for you. So you feel really eager to get clients, and I have all of my notes here, so I'm just reading all of this because I don't want to forget anything. But your zone of expertise is kind of widespread. You don't have a niche. You don't have you're like, I can help anybody. I can help anybody. You can pay me in like scales of payments. Like I'll just help anybody, right? And so when you try to help everybody, people don't know what to come to you for. And then you're also not owning your identity. It's hard to find you. You feel invisible because you're actually not showing yourself as the expert that people want to pay. And so you kind of start diluting your work, and that actually keeps you invisible. You don't know how to communicate clearly who you want to work with. You kind of just want to work with anybody who has a problem. This is not a problem, by the way. Being in the invisible stage, coach, is not a problem. We all start there, really. It's just, how long do you want to be there? And what do you need to do in order to remedy that, to fast track the process to get to the next stage? So the mistakes that most people make in this stage is I used to do this, they're all in consumption mode, like downloading freebies, doing like workshops, attending webinars, all these things. And it's fine if you do that. It's important to educate yourself. But what you do is you consume so much, you plan like world domination. You're like, I am gonna be the next Tony Robbins. I'm gonna do it differently. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And then you spend all this time just thinking about what you could do, not really executing, or you execute but very inconsistently. Listen, I've been there. I'm not making a judgment. I'm just stating the facts that that's literally where I was in 2017. I was not $2.5 million Juliana. I literally didn't feel like I could own my expertise. And I was just doubling, doubting, and thinking and planning and looking at everybody and being like, oh, I could do it better than them. Oh, I could do it better than them. Or borrowing ideas from other people that weren't my own. So let me know in the comments if this resonates. If you have ever been, give me a 1 in the comments if you've ever been in the invisible coach stage. We all have. While I take some water because we have more coming. So listen. What do we need to do what is the remedy to getting out of invisible coach mode and getting into the next stage? Which I'm going to tell you what it is. What do we need? The most important thing, and this is what got me out of being invisible. I was doing so much mindset work. I was doing energy. I was doing so much like internal work. But really the thing that really got me actual results was when I started really taking action. Even if I didn't know if it was the right action, I didn't know the right funnels, I didn't know anything. I was like, let me just take a bunch of action. Action gives you so much clarity, like so much clarity. You don't need to know all the perfect frameworks. I mean, like majority of people who are even in the multi-million-dollar level, we're all still figuring things out. We're still testing, we're still trialing, we're still experimenting. And that comes from our understanding that when we were invisible coaches, we literally had no courage to just go test. It's too scary because you don't want to look bad. You don't want to fail. You don't want to look stupid. I want to give you guys so much permission to be stupid, to feel stupid, because you're not being stupid. You're just doing what entrepreneurs do, which is let's go test things out. Let's go test things out. Okay, hold on. It's just getting a call on this computer, so I just ignored it. So the first thing that you can do, if you're at that invisible coach stage, the most important thing you can do is quit the consumption, quit the overthinking and planning world domination and thinking that you're gotta do it better than everybody else, that you gotta be so different from everybody else, and just start taking action by owning who you are, by saying to people, I can help you, make offers. Right? That's your only job. Don't think about it too much. Don't be like, am I doing it right? Just fucking do it. It's like the best advice ever for me to help me get out of there. I literally spent like 2 years on that stage, and I just really want to give you like the cliff notes so that you don't have to do the same. Okay, so what happens? Stage number 2, very important. You guys will feel, I've been here also. So a lot of my clients come to me in this stage. They are the inspirational coach. Give me a 2 in the comments if you've ever been told, oh my God, I love you so much. You inspire me so much with your content. I see you showing up. It's so inspirational. You're just such an inspiration. But then people don't want to buy from you. People are like, great, thank you, right? This is the inspirational coach stage. A lot of people in the coaching industry are there because they took the courageous step to start showing up. They're doing the thing, they're taking action, they're not letting their stories get in the way. But now they just don't know how to actually make a powerful offer and how to enroll people into the vision of here's how I can help you. And that is a super important skill that you need to have, because showing up on social media, being inspirational, all of it is cute. It gives you validation and it's fine, but it's not going to actually get you clients, or it will, but very sporadically. People are going to come to you because maybe they like you and they're like, oh, I want her vibe, which is great, but that's your vibe. You can't let your vibe do all the selling. You need to sell a result. What do people actually need? What do people actually want? And being so consistent in saying, here's how I can help you, here's my process, here's who I work with, and here's what to do next, what to do now, apply, etc., etc. You have the inspirational thing on lock. I had that too. I did this thing called the Expose Your Truth Challenge. I inspire people so much, but towards the end of these 30 days of posting every single day, I started making offers because people were just like blown away with how inspiring I was, which is good, it's fine. But it wasn't bringing me clients. So I had to get clear on here's how I make really powerful offers. So important to understand how do you make a powerful offer that feels good, that doesn't feel like slimy. Okay, that's one thing. So you're inspiring people, but you're not actually making a really solid offer that converts. That's thing number 1. Oh my God. Of course I take a sip of water and it goes out the wrong hole. Okay, now this is important. When it comes to action, the inspired coach just waits to feel inspired in order to take an action. So you're like, okay, I want to sell, I want to make an offer, I want to do that. Okay, good. But then you just operate under inspiration, and inspiration is as sporadic. We're not always going to be inspired. We're not always going to be inspired to show up. We're not always going to be inspired to sell. But that's maybe where you're operating right now. That's how most coaches operate at that level. It's like, what feels good to sell today? Maybe I'll just sell this like $200 session with me just to get people through the door. Maybe in 3 weeks, I'll feel inspired to do like maybe a little mini course or maybe a little mastermind or maybe whatever. And so you're throwing shit at the wall. You're thinking, I'm just gonna just throw things out, just be inspired. And what happens is that people don't know what to buy from you because there's just so much inconsistency in your offer. So you're showing up maybe consistently, but your offers, you're not giving people the time and space to trust you in their offers. And I'm gonna show you what the remedy is, because this is one of the mistakes, that you keep creating low-end offers that keep you in feast and famine mode. And at this stage, you have a belief that the solution to all of your problems is more visibility. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad I wrote that. So you're like, if I only had more people in my world, if I grew my audience, oh my God, this is so good. I get so many coaches like this. They're like, Juliana, help me grow my audience. Help me grow my audience. And I always tell them, if I help you grow your audience, what are they gonna see when they land on your profile? Inconsistent messaging, inconsistent offers, inspired action offers only. There's no consistency, there's no foundation for them to really trust you. So that's the mistakes that people make. So what is the remedy? Okay, so here's a remedy for you. The first thing is find out what is your unique brilliance. What is the thing that you really want to be known for? Like what do you enjoy doing mostly with your clients? And I know so many of you are like, I just love doing lots of things, but we need to start creating your own category in the marketplace, because if you really want to become a premium coach, that's what it requires for you to create your own category. Doesn't mean that you don't help people with all your gifts. I mean, I help people with money, I help people with marketing, with sales, with wealth consciousness, with inner child work. Like, I have so much that I do with my clients, but I am known for helping coaches clarify their message to attract premium clients. That's the core thing that I decided. I didn't get there right away, right? But I started with, hey, let me teach you how to improve your content. Let me teach you how to attract clients through your content. And then I started evolving. But I landed on, I'm gonna help people communicate the value of what they do. So think about that for yourself. What could be that unique brilliance that you can bring to the table? And how can you start communicating it more powerfully so that people know, oh, I want to buy from her. She's inspirational. I love her vibe. And I know exactly what she can help me with. Do you have a methodology that you can say, hey guys, I know exactly how I'm going to take you from here to here to here to there. And you can trust me because I know what I'm doing here. I'm not just going to be like, okay, what do you want to talk about today? Okay, whatever. What is up with you today? That it's not really conducive to guide people to a really powerful, repeatable result. Cool? So the remedy is find out what your unique brilliance is so that you can clearly communicate it in your content and attract people who see the value in working with you instead of just finding you inspirational. Okay? So good. Okay, let's talk about the next stage. Next stage is a monetized coach. So once you're inspirational, what happens is you ascend to the next stage. And this is where a lot of my clients are. This is what a lot of people feel like they want to be. They want to be in the stage of being monetized. So you're probably working with lots of clients, being fully booked, maybe in your one-on-one. People are coming to you. You are claiming your thing that you can help people with, right? At this point, people know you, people trust you, people are like, yeah, I see the value, and they're coming to you. But the problem is that you're overextending yourself. So you're catering to your one-on-one clients and overextending way too much. So how do you do that? You're not attracting high quality clients that feel really premium. You're attracting people that you're like, I could help them. They would pay me. Let me take them on. And so the discernment that you have about client acceptance and enrollment is not as strong as it could be. Therefore, you end up working with people who just don't feel like the right fit for you. And you're like, well, it's okay. Like, I still like some of my clients. But what happens is your energy gets so drained from working with clients that are not the vibe. They're not the vibe for you, but you just don't believe that there are better clients out there that you can attract and that there's plenty of people that would buy from you. So you're like, oh, this is maybe just as good as it gets. Or if I just keep working harder and keep over catering to my clients and keep people pleasing them, then I will just continue and I'll get there. They're gonna love me. And what happens is when you people please clients, that doesn't create a great dynamic for you or for them. So you're overextending yourself in your one-on-one containers, and you also don't believe that if you ascend into a group, or maybe you already have a group, but you just don't fully believe that the results that you can create in a group are really powerful as much as your one-on-one. So maybe there are some wobbles. This is where a lot of my clients come to me. They are in like, oh, can I really create a group program that it's really going to transform people's lives the same as my one-on-one container? And I had that for so long. Like, literally, this is one of my biggest limiting beliefs that I had. I really thought that one-on-one coaching was the most important thing for anybody. I'm like, one-on-one coaching is the best thing. And that was limiting me so much because I was fully booked with one-on-one coaches. I was getting on sales calls. I was charging $50,000, $20,000. Like, people, I had made it, right? I was like, I'm killing it. People are paying me 20, 30, 50. That was the most that I paid at the time before I went into a group, $50K for 6 months. And it was great. But the problem is that I was always attached to my computer. I was always working so hard, and I was just always on all the time on the phone. It did not feel like there was freedom. It did not feel like I was making money, but it didn't feel like I had just created a new job for myself. You guys feel me? Like you just create a new job for you in your business, where it's like it feels like I'm gonna attach to my desk and like 9 to 5 anyway. So it didn't feel delicious, and I knew that I wanted to ascend into creating a group, but I didn't have the belief that it could create the results that I wanted to, that I would feel proud of. And I thought, if people don't get the results, people are gonna hate me. They're gonna tell the whole world. My reputation's gonna go to shit. Then it was so hard to get out of that belief. So my AirPod just fell out. So here's the most important thing for the monetized coach. The most important thing is that you need to get your belief behind a group, and you need to understand that when it comes to groups, you're obviously leveraging your time better, which we all know. Everybody wants to have an amazing group that is delicious and that creates amazing results. But it's important that you see yourself as a group facilitator, and that you know how to facilitate really powerful results within a group, so that you feel confident in your offer, so that you sell your offer consistently. At this point, you should have maybe 2 offers: your one-on-one, if you want to keep it, or in a group, or you could just do what I did, which I still had one-on-one. I had Magnetize and Monetize, which is my 3-month mastermind. And then I created the Momentum Mastermind, which is the Ascension level to Magnetize and Monetize mastermind. So for a year, I had all 3 of them, but then I stopped doing one-on-one, and I really just stuck to the groups. And I focused all my energy and attention in making the process that people will go through in the group so client-centric, that I would feel so confident selling it, because I know that if anybody joins the Magnetize and Monetize mastermind, they're gonna get so much more than what they came for. I built that strong belief, and I did it because I started being in containers where there were premium coaching was being delivered. So I absorbed that way of coaching, and that's one of the things my clients say when they join Magnetize. They become better coaches, better facilitators, because they see me coach. They see how I coach people, from everything from their strategy down to their inner child, down to their hidden energetic patterns that are messing with their ability to attract premium. And I have a lot of range. Like, I can go from one thing to another. It's rare to find a coach that can do that can really hold you in all of your phases and all of your capacity. And so when they enter Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, they experience that, not just from me, but also from the coaches that also coach inside Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. And so you have a whole new experience of, oh wait, this is what a group can feel like. This is what a group can look like. What do I like? What do I not like? What I could do better? And then you have that felt sensation of, wow, there's a thriving group that really loves it, and everybody's getting results. And that will give you confidence to facilitate your own group at the highest level. I mean, that's how I did it. I got myself, I went from thinking one-on-one is the way to go, to being like, no, if I want to shift into a different mentality, I get to join a group, right? I get to join a container where it's a mastermind, where I'm not getting one-on-one attention all the time, and see what it feels like and see what it looks like. And a lot of people have a lot of trauma around joining masterminds because they didn't deliver. But I don't have that problem with my masterminds, because we over-deliver always. And so it's easy for me to sell it with so much confidence, because I know it works. I don't say it. My clients, every single person just comes in and they're like mind blown. Last marketing mastermind that I'll ever need, they say. And so I feel really confident because I shifted my belief that group is the best thing for me and for my clients. I no longer thought that I need to cater singularly to one person in order for them to get amazing results. I created a process, I created a methodology, I created a delivery container where people were like, whoa. So there's more there, but that's what's important. And the remedy to this, which I will summarize here. So the first thing is, in order to transcend the monetized coach stage to become a premium coach, here's what you need to do. So I'm gonna give you the remedy. First, you need precise messaging. right? Really needs to be precise to the right people. It needs to be really focused to the right person, the high caliber person that you want to attract. So you stop working with people that really are not the right fit for you, that drain your energy, that they're a heavy lift. You need a group container that is repeatable, that creates repeatable results, selling one offer that creates trust, that creates high demand. Like, think about it. When you sell one thing over and over again, people trust it, people see results. Like, if, for example, you look at the page of Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, you will see the compounding results. So it is easy for people to trust you. It's easy for people to want to buy from you. It's easy for you to be in high demand because the offer just does the selling for you. It's not just this random thing that you created. So it just builds your reputation. And also, it's important that you know how to create a culture where people get epic results, which is one of the things that we do inside Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. We teach you how to do that. You'll experience it. You won't feel like, oh, I need to cater to every single person. You will see how we do it. Okay. Let me just refresh here. Cool. Okay. Last stage, you guys. Last stage. So the last stage, once you're in the Monetize Coach, how could it get better than that? How could it get better than that? Well, let me tell you. That's when you become a premium coach. So let's talk about what the premium coach stage is. So your message, first of all, is delicious. It feels clear. People read it. They feel touched. They're like, this is for me. I know I'm going to be with the right people. I know this is the coach for me. Like, there's no doubt about it. You also have a methodology that ensures that people are going to get the results and is well known and is not just dependent on you. Like, yeah, people buy because they love you, they like you, but also they trust the process that you're gonna take them through. Like, it's a process that's been delivered over and over again, and so it's easy for people to be a yes because they see the results in other people. So your methodology is creating mind-blowing results for people. You're focused on max 2 offers, right? So right now I have Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, which is my 3-month entry-level offer, right? And then there's the Momentum Mastermind. Those are my only 2 offers. Your content is really landing in the bones of your clients, and it feels like, again, they just feel you, they trust you, they get it, they're ready to be a yes. They don't even need a sales call. Like, I don't do sales calls anymore because people are like, yep, that's what I want, that's what I want, that's what I want, that's what I want. I trust you, I trust myself. And when you become a premium coach, it's not that people are just paying you a lot of money, but they're horrible to work with, or that you're like, oh, this person paid me, but like they're gonna be like a pain in the butt, but I wanted the money. Like, none of that is happening. You're only attracting people who you feel like delicious about. You feel delicious about, and they're not just paying you a lot of money. They're like showing up in a premium way. Your reputation is doing the selling for you at this point. Like, I don't even really have to do much, but people just come to me because I have built a reputation by selling only 2 offers. So the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind has built its own reputation. Like, it's beyond Juliana Garcia. It's the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. People talk about it, people share it, people want to be in it, people put it on their vision board. People are like aiming, wait, like excited. They're calling it in. They're like ready to feel that they belong in the container. And you at this point have become the go-to person in your niche. So at this point, people know that I am the messaging queen. If you want to clarify your message to attract premium clients, that I am the person. I'm the person for you. If you want to know how to raise your prices and do it in a way that feels good and guide somebody through a process where they feel so good to pay you, and it's not like pressure. It's like, oh, of course you're my coach. Of course I want to pay you. Like, it's a joy to pay you. That is possible, you guys. I just want you to know that is fully available to you. I'm not a unicorn. My clients who come through my programs become premium coaches, and it's all about you believing deeply in yourself, first of all, but also believing in your client. And this is something that like, I don't hear people talk about this. The belief that we have in our clients, like majority of the coaching space see their clients as disempowered people. Like, oh, I need to get on a sales call with them, or I need to have a sales team because people just they're not sure how to make decisions on their own. So we have to force them, right? Like, give me a 1 in the comments if you have felt that, oh, I need to have this big sales team in order to convert people because people don't trust themselves. And I just don't have that belief about my clients. That's why I don't do sales calls. I fully believe that when people land on the sales page, people watch my live streams, I give them everything they need. I build their confidence, their believing themselves, so that they trust themselves to make a decision. Like, I don't need to handhold them through their decision. And I mean, I had that belief that I had to handhold their decision. Like, sales call, and my sales calls were converting when I was a monetized coach, converting at 100%. And then I realized I'm busy, I'm overbooked, and I need to free up my space. I need to free up my time. So that's what I decided to do. Believe deeply in my clients, really look at the beliefs that I have about my clients. And I noticed how I was thinking that they were disempowered people, that they didn't know how to make a decision without me being present, that they didn't know, I was just seeing them so small. So I had to really shift that mentality, and that's literally what opened up the space in my calendar to not have all these sales calls, to attract the best people, and to not need a sales team. It's a pain in the ass to have a sales team. Like, I'm not available for that. That's just not what felt delicious to me. So that's what happens when you are in the premium coach stage. These are the symptoms. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm seeing here. Yeah, and you're fully booked with premium clients in your groups. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like, your groups are always not just having high enrollments, but also you have high retention because people want to continue working with you. That's why you get to have high cash months. That's why you really get to relax and just feel really good that your business is just solid. Like, you don't have to doubt if your business is going to work. So for those of you who are in, let's say, the invisible coach, in the inspirational coach stage or the monetized coach stage, I really want to invite you, if that resonated with you, I really want to invite you to apply to the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. Why? It's a 3-month experience where I help you clarify your message to attract premium clients. But really, what we do inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind is I blow up the lid on what you think is possible for you, what you're available for, what you think you can receive in terms of clients, what you think you can receive in terms of money, what you think you can receive in terms of higher quality life. I help you raise your standards so that you no longer feel like you have to settle for, I'll just take this client because I need the money. Oh, I'll just, work these extra hours because I guess that's what I should do as a business owner, like just overextend myself. You guys are so good at what you do. Like, you're so talented as coaches that you're just naturally giving and giving and giving, and you love giving, but that doesn't last long, because when you give and you're not replenishing yourself, you're not gonna last long in this industry. Like, you're gonna be burned out in a few years. And that's what happens to a lot of coaches. Majority of coaches, they go all in and they're just over giving without having a very clear structure for, here's how I get to receive, here's what I'm available for. And when you get into the energy of Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, yes, we help you first elevate the quality of clients that you attract so that you really only work with high caliber clients. Yes, we help you create this signature methodology that you can take your clients through for them to get repeatable results that you feel really confident in selling. Yes, we also help you clarify your message to speak to the right people and feel so deeply easy for them to be a yes to what you offer. Yes, we also help you with creating content that converts and offers that convert, and just content that really lands with people in their bones while also selling. Yes, we help you do epic live streams so that you know exactly what to say. Yes, we help you create your Ascension offer. Yes, and we help you with the sales process. How do you take a stranger from the internet who sees you and it's like, I want to work with you? How do you elegantly guide them through a process where it feels really good for them to, that's pre-qualifying them and pre-motivating them, so that by the time that they hop on a call with you, they're like, listen, I love you, and I know what your process is like. I've read all the things about you, and I'm ready. Like, how do we do this? Right? That is the kind of energy that you want to have on your sales calls. And that's what we teach you inside Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. All those things, all the practical things, the strategic things, you will receive and more. Like, we have a copy coach that literally comments on your copy so that your sales posts are epic and optimized for conversion. I have one of my clients who literally posted 5 posts just in the span of 3 months. Every single post, she got a client. It was converting at 100%. Why? Because she had my copy coach in her corner Monday through to Friday, revising her content, giving her upgrades. So you're not gonna be left alone in your content creation process. You're gonna feel really supported. But really, the thing that is most deeply for me, like, right, this is like the thing that I know that you don't know you're gonna walk away with, but you will, is just this unwavering belief that you can have more than what you think it's available. Like, I help you create new standards for what you desire, and then you will see how literally the universe just meets your standards once you're fully clear. And when you have somebody in your corner who is unwavering about their belief in you as a coach, who backs you on what you desire, not make you feel like, hey, maybe that's too much to charge right now. Like, what? Literally, I have coaches who tell me, like, when I wanted to raise my prices to $100,000, this coach was like, I don't believe in that. No, I don't believe in that. I'm like, what? It's my desire. She's like, no, I don't believe in that. It was great that she owned her truth, but also it didn't expand me. And then I ended up doing it. And I'm so glad that I listened to myself, because I had people then in my corner who really amplified that desire and to help me believe in it. And so even though it's a very structured mastermind, there is not like a cookie cutter approach where you feel like you have to follow my way. I ask you, what do you want to do? How do you want to feel in your business? What do you want to create? How much do you want to charge? And it's like, people are like, wait, what? Can I really do what I want? I'm like, absolutely. Let's do it your fucking way. Because the principles that I teach in Magnetize and Monetize are not tactics that are going to change, or rules that are rigid. It's all about following what do you desire, what do you want, and let's get you there. So everything you want right now, what you think, oh, but that's too much, oh, but that's too scary, oh, but maybe I'm not ready. In 3 months, you're not going to have any of those doubts, and you're going to feel grounded, and you're going to have the results to show in your life. And you will see when you look at the page of Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, we have countless of stories of people who were like, I just didn't think this was possible. And here I am. And I'm like, of course you are here. So there is not, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe my words. You don't have to, of course I'm biased because I love the program. I created it very intentionally, but really just look at what everybody else is saying. Ask in the streets, like, make some phone calls. I don't know, reach out to the people in the testimonials. Be like, is it really that good? Like, what do you think? And there are people who are not even on the page who would be so happy to share their experience because they trust it, they love it. So I'm gonna share the link here in the comments. Let's see. And you guys, we are closing the doors for applications this Friday. So this is the best time to apply. I mean, really, yesterday was the best time to apply. And when you apply, let me just finish typing here. Magnetize. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pop it in here. Here's what's gonna happen. Read the whole thing. Watch the video. Like, literally just watch the frequently asked questions video. It's so powerful. People watch that video and they're like, that helped me feel safe and seen, and like, you're my coach. So really, really watch the videos. And also testimonials if you desire. But once you're ready to apply, you're gonna fill out the application. Give me all of the details, everything about your business, everything that I ask, be detailed. And it's gonna ask you to put down a $500 deposit. Why? Because we get so many applications that I can't read every single one of them unless they're actually fully committed to wanting to be here. And then if I read it and I feel like you're the right fit, you're gonna get an email from me saying, let's fucking go. I know you're gonna crush it. And if I feel like you're not a fit, not yet, I'm also gonna tell you the truth, because I don't want people who join, even though they feel excited about it, that are not maybe ready for it. So you don't have to worry about, am I ready? Am I not ready? Is this too advanced? Is this not advanced? Just apply, and I will tell you the truth about what I think. If I don't feel like you're a fit, I'm gonna give you some tools to help you get to the next stage until you're ready. And if I feel like you're the right fit, just know that I always honor my integrity so much that I would never make an offer to somebody that I don't feel like they're gonna crush it, ever. So fill out the application, wait for the email. I will revise every word you say, and I'll give you my recommendation if you want to join, if you don't want to join, or if you don't feel like a fit for joining, you will know. All right, my loves. So that is what I have for you today. Go ahead and apply. Friday is where we close applications. Don't wait until Friday. Do it now. Like, really follow your heart. Watch the video at the bottom of the page where I really answer more questions that you might have about, is this the right program for me? Like, what is it like to coach with Juliana? Like the unspoken questions that you might have in your brain. Watch that, and it's going to give you a lot of clarity and time to really ask yourself, like, is this the right move for me? And what would my future self say? Right? So don't believe me, believe your future self, and ask her, what is the right decision for me? I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you on the next live stream. Mwah!